Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Savage Dunn here in Cardiff. Lauren Price back out, 6 fights in, an Audio world title on the line. Huge opportunity for her.
Yeah, it's a big one. 7 fights to be fighting for the IBO WBA Ring Magazine. It goes to show what kind of hunger she's got and what kind of trajectory she's on. She's not here to play around, not to waste time. So yeah, back in Cardiff. I don't think I've been here since. I think it was Chris Eubank, Liam Williams, but we know what the atmosphere is like here. The Welsh crowd are going to get behind Lauren, and honestly, I think Jessica's in for a tough night.
How much does that add or relieve pressure, do you think, when you've got the fans behind you, which is what you want, but also in such a big opportunity for yourself? She's not quite going to be used to having that many fans right behind her. It can go one or two ways.
I think it depends on the person, but you look at Lauren, she's right there. Trust me, I don't think that's going to do any detriment to her. She is as cool as anything I've ever seen. She's just here to fight, So I think the added pressure, if you like, the added atmosphere, the fact that she's fighting in front of her home crowd, I think it will do the world a good. Because this will let's be honest, this is the first fight that we're looking at as a test. Every other fight she's had, yes, it's been step-ups after step-up, but it's not necessarily any fight that we're thinking, she could lose here. This is the first one of those. I still have her as a favourite. Even though on paper she shouldn't be, she has no right realistically to be in there with Jessica McCaskill this early. But yeah, this is what boxing is, and this is especially what female boxing is. It moves faster than men's. You don't have to have 20 fights before you start going after titles. You can, if you're good enough, let's go for it.
I was saying that to Jessica earlier. I mean, it's something in women's boxing, the depth isn't quite there to sort of pass up these opportunities when a world title or a big fight rolls around. If you take it and win it, you're instantly in that mix with the biggest names in the sport. Definitely,
and when you look, the Ring Magazine is probably the most prestigious, coveted belt that you can win, and to be going after this in your 7th fight is actually crazy. So look, it's a big opportunity, but you're right, the pool is smaller, which means the opportunities come around a lot faster, and they can go up and down between the weights quite easily. We've seen Natasha Jonas do it. She's gone up and down 3 weight divisions, and they go where the opportunities are, and Lauren's got a long career ahead of her, and I expect her to be at the very top for pretty much all of it.
While we wait for this one in May, in just a couple of weeks, it'll be Fabio Wardley versus Frazer Clarke. As I said to everybody, really rolled around quickly, but what a fight we could see there. And with everything going on at the top of the heavyweight division over in Saudi Arabia, there could be some huge opportunities around the corner for the winner of that.
Yeah, what a fight. It was bubbling for ages. Obviously, we had the purse bid situation. It was a fight that Frazer's wanted, obviously a fight that Fabio wanted as well. It finally made sense. And it's another case of, is it too early? People are asking that about Lauren. People are asking that about Frazer. And it's a similar-ish kind of task. You've got to find a way to beat somebody that is the favourite. I think Fabio is the bookie's favourite. I ask a lot of people, and a lot of people are saying Fabio. He's proven it. He's been in his 50-50s now, and he's had tests, and he's had to come through the fire, and he's done it every single time. Frazer has been plain sailing so far in terms of I don't think he's yet to drop around. No one's put on any kind of performance that looks like it has him in danger. He's never looked wobbled or in trouble, so he'll be full of confidence going in there. And just his demeanour recently, he is up for it. He believes he wins this fight, and that people don't really know how good he is. And I think that's why we're going to have an amazing fight on the 31st.
While we're talking heavyweight boxing, let's just rewind to last Friday. I'm not sure where you were when you were watching that, but what a performance from Anthony Joshua.
I was in Sky. I watched it in Sky Studios on the stream. I wasn't expecting that. That was brutal. That has probably shaved off 3 or 4 years of a career of Ngannou. You can't walk onto shots like that. He got absolutely annihilated. Some of those shots just sent him to the shadow realm. There was nothing he could do about it. I get it, try and put pressure on, and as it got closer to the fight, I was beginning to think, okay, points. I think Ngannou's his awkwardness would propose a bit of a problem, a bit of a puzzle that AJ might not be able to sort out. And then when I saw AJ in the changing room and how he was throwing that right hand, he was punching through, he almost went through the wall. And I went to change my prediction right there and then, just before the ring walks. I didn't do it on air, but in my mind I was like, "Ooh, I'm not sure here. Maybe he could get the stoppage." And he got the timing, the distance, everything was bang on. That is probably, I know it's Justin Ngannou, and Justin Ngannou in the sense that it is not a boxer, but you're talking an elite fighter here, and a genuine threat. But he dispatched of him. Dropped him 3 times, just stopped him. The old AJ looks back. I know it's not the old AJ, it's the new AJ. Whatever it is, the version of AJ that doesn't fiddle around and look tentative at times. He's got his right hand back, and whilst he's in this kind of form and this kind of mood, can beat anyone. Even Usyk.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to Spencer Oliver earlier, and he's saying that he would favour AJ now in the 3rd Usyk fight. What about Tyson Fury? Is he a favourite there?
I'm not sure. Obviously, look, boxing fans, we're all prisoners of the moment. We've got very short memories, and it's very much like, what have you done for me lately? But I'm not sure how I'd call the favourites now. But I think Usyk is the master of taking the right hand away. So that right hand that was there for Ngannou, it's not going to be the same right hand. But he definitely looks more on it. And I think that's always been a major part of AJ. If AJ is on it, at the races, confident, and wants to destroy you, you're going to have a long night. If you can snake charm him into boxing you, then you're going to have a better night. So it depends. I think a lot of these fights and the results of these fights, half of them depend on what AJ turns up. Maybe more so than what Usyk turns up. We know what Usyk is. He's been like that for years. He's the same, pretty much. He's almost punch perfect, but he's the same. AJ, he does do this a little bit in terms of form. I think both of those fights are very dependent on what AJ turns up.
It's a big decision now for AJ. Does he take that IBF vacant title opportunity against Filip Hrgović? Does he possibly wait to see if there's a rematch between Fury and Usyk, or does he wait even longer to get the outcome of that? There's a big decision ahead, whoever it is.
If we're hearing what the rumours are, or what it could be a long time before either Fury or Usyk are available. You can't stick and wait around, not when you're in this kind of form. If I was AJ, I would go and become a world champion for the 3rd time. I would fight Filip Hrgović, and in this kind of mood, I don't see how Hrgović could beat him anyway. So I would take that fight, and then you never know what with boxing. You can't really plan for it. You got to just ride the waves, wait and see what happens with Fury Usyk. If there's a rematch, if there's not, you wait in the wings, but you stay ready.
Savage Dan, thanks for your time, mate.